Greetings and salutations, my Capricorn friends. You are most welcome here. We're going to jump right on into this hopes, fears, and reality spread. Just not even going to waste time. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. If there is one thing you could do to throw a Capricorn off balance, it's mess with their finances. Dear Lord. You are hoping to restore balance to your finances, your abundance. You foresee something. You foresee change. And you're preparing for it, right? Because when this change comes in, you don't want it to throw off any of your resources. Not your health, not your wealth, not your time management, not who you spend time with. You want to allow for flexibility now, right? Because you see this change on the horizon and you're hoping to maintain a certain amount of balance as the change comes. Okay, Capricorn. You want to slow down the transition until you have enough time to make up your mind. I'm here to tell you, honey, universe don't work like that. When the transition starts, it starts. You can't stop it in the middle. If you do, then you're just stuck right back where you were. There is no growth. So you can't be like, oh, hold up. I need whatever's coming is coming. You know it's coming. It's coming faster than you want it. Right? But you're hoping, or I'm sorry, not hoping. You're fearing that when the time comes, there's going to be stagnation due to indecision. Like you're not going to know what to do. Right? You want to slow it down because you're afraid. You're afraid of this transition. It makes you nervous. I don't want to say fear. Like you're not like, oh my God, this can't happen. The world is... This transition makes you nervous. Very, very nervous. And you feel like you're just not going to be prepared when it happens. So you smell it, Capricorn. You smell something coming around the corner. And the reality of the situation is, and what the universe is teaching you by this big change coming in, is that you cannot rely on just yourself for resources. You are independent to a fault. And the lesson you need to learn is how and when to ask others for help. That's the reality of what's coming in. You can hope to prepare and restore the balance. You can be afraid of the transition and be stagnant due to indecision. But at some point, the lesson is coming. You just can't do it alone. You cannot achieve your goal all by yourself here. Remember how I was just talking about stagnation? And here we are with the slowest moving knight in the deck. See, this is how you like your resources to go. You like them to travel at a pace where you can always see the road ahead. But unfortunately, that means you don't allow people to give. And that you're so focused on this one road, you can't see an alternative. Right? Capricorn, this is a very short read, but sometimes the shortest reads are the most profound. Here we are, and here's what we're looking at. You know there's a change coming, so you're trying to prepare everything for this change so it doesn't disrupt what you have. But the whole point of change is to disrupt what you have. It's going to. It's going to be one of those things where it doesn't matter how much you prepare. You will not be 100% prepared. I mean, do what you're going to do and try what you're going to try. You know, it's silly to say expect the unexpected, but I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you plan. There's always going to be something that you didn't think of. Why? Because you're so damn stuck on doing it yourself, you're not asking other people. And there are people who have advice. There are people who have resources. There are people who can help you. And they will when that time comes. But you can't ask somebody to help you now with a problem that's coming around the bend. You see what I mean? You're trying to think of every possibility and prepare for it, but the possibilities are endless. At some point, you're just going to have to cross that bridge where you're like, oh, hell, I don't know what to do. I need to ask for help. And that is what the universe is going to teach you. No matter how much you try and prepare, no matter how much you try and avoid it. It's kind of like those movies where people catch a glimpse into the future and then they try so hard to change what they saw. And it was because they tried so hard, they wound up in that spot and they repeated exactly what that glimpse of the future was when they got there. That's your life right now, dude. That's your life, Capricorn. So maybe there are things you can do to ease the burden of this change, but you're going to spend a lot of time and energy, a whole lot of time and energy, putting things into play that probably wouldn't have mattered in the first place. So what I'm saying is, if you're genuinely concerned about your resources, and you're hyper focusing on you don't want your resources to change, you might lose out on the abundance of resources by keeping them stagnant. And I know I just threw a lot at you. So rewind the video or watch it again. Slow it down and think about it. How much of what you're preparing for is actually something you can prepare for? I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I'll see you next time.